Listen carefully, because this might be the most important message you hear this year. Not entertainment, transformation. Your brain needs this right now. Every single day, without noticing, you're losing your brain's power. Not because of age, but because of habits slowly turning your mind weak. You scroll your phone for hours. You repeat the same boring routine. You avoid discomfort. Then you wonder why focus, energy, and creativity are gone. You ask yourself, why do I forget things? Why can't I focus? Why does life feel dull? Because your brain is dying quietly, not from disease, from comfort. Every time you choose easy over effort, your brain shuts down a little more. It stops fighting. You are awake, but not alive. Breathing, but not growing. Existing, but not thinking. That's how most people live today, like mental zombies. This video is not for everyone. It's for people who want to fight back, for people who refuse to let their brain rot. If you want to stay sharp, creative, and alive even at 60, stay with me. We'll rebuild your brain from the inside, because your brain is your greatest tool. If you train it, you control your life. If you ignore it, you lose everything. Today you'll learn 16 powerful habits that protect your mind, boost your focus, and make you feel younger, smarter, and more alive. And while learning, you'll also train your English. Every idea here helps your brain and your language grow stronger together. So, open your mind. Forget the noise. Let's rebuild your brain. Habit 1. Use your other hand sometimes. Sounds silly, right? But this small act is a hidden weapon for brain growth. Think of your brain like a tree. Every new challenge grows new branches. Repetition kills growth. Change keeps it alive. Using your non-dominant hand for brushing teeth, eating, or writing forces your brain to wake up. It activates hidden areas. When you try this, it feels awkward. You spill food, you feel stupid, but that struggle is gold. That's your brain working hard. Each awkward move sends a message. This is new. I must grow. That's how neurons form connections, and your brain becomes sharper. People who train their non-dominant hand regularly show better memory and faster thinking. Science proves this. Effort builds intelligence. So tonight, brush your teeth with the wrong hand. Write your name backward. Not for fun, for survival. Lazy brains die young. Habit 2. Do one hard thing every day. Let's be honest. Most people chase comfort, but comfort is the slowest poison for your brain. Your mind only stays young through struggle. If you stop challenging it, it starts dying. Pain is not the enemy, it's the gym. Do one thing daily that scares you. Speak English when you feel shy. Say no to junk food. Wake up earlier. Push your limits. Every time you face something difficult, your brain says, "We're alive." That spark of fear is energy. Use it to grow. Let me tell you about David, 44 years old. Once sharp, now foggy. He asked, "Why does my brain feel old?" His doctor said, "Because you stopped doing hard things 10 years ago." David began again, small but consistent. He took cold showers, read books he didn't like, walked without his phone. After 30 days, he said, "My brain feels electric again." It wasn't magic, it was struggle. When he stopped running from discomfort, his brain came back to life. So your challenge, do one hard thing today, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because comfort is killing your mind slowly. Habit 3. Stay away from screens for some time every day. This one hurts, but it's the truth. Your phone is destroying your brain's focus. Every scroll trains your brain to crave fast dopamine, not deep thinking. You jump from one thing to another like a restless child. Your brain becomes wild, unfocused, weak, like a kid who eats candy all day. It wants reward, not effort. Most people can't sit quietly for 5 minutes. They panic. They grab their phone like it's air. That's not normal. That's addiction. Think about someone who's always online. They reply fast, scroll constantly, but can't hold a real conversation for 10 seconds. They forget things. They say what? Again and again. That's not personality. That's brain decay from digital overload. Here's your fix. Start with 30 minutes of silence each day. No phone, no music, no screens, just you and your thoughts. Walk, write, breathe. Let your brain rest. Let it recover from the noise. Within days, you'll feel your focus return. Silence heals your brain like sleep heals your body. Give it peace. Because if you don't, the screen will own your mind. Habit 4. Sleep in a dark, silent room. You think you're resting, but if your phone glows beside your bed, you're not sleeping, you're damaging your brain. Sleep is when your mind repairs memory, resets emotions, and grows stronger. But it needs darkness and silence to work. Even a small light, a notification, a lamp, a street light keeps your brain half awake. You wake up tired, foggy, irritated. Two people, same hours of sleep. One in darkness, one with lights. After 30 days, one feels young, the other feels old. The difference? Environment. Real rest only happens when your brain feels safe, silent, dark, disconnected. So make your room like a cave. Pitch black, quiet. No screens, no buzz, no distractions. Put your phone outside. Use an eye mask, blackout curtains, or earplugs if needed. Your brain deserves real rest. Because every night of shallow sleep steals years from your mind. Stop scrolling. Start sleeping like your brain depends on it. Habit 5. Walk alone in nature without your phone. When was the last time you walked alone and just listened to the world? Not your playlist, not your notifications. If you can't remember, your brain is trapped. It forgot how to be still, how to connect, how to breathe. You were born to feel the wind, smell the air, hear your own thoughts. But now, you only hear noise. 10 minutes of walking in nature daily can reset your nervous system. It lowers stress and increases clarity faster than any pill. Meet Eliza, a woman who suffered panic and brain fog. Her therapist said, "No medicine, just walk outside every day, no phone." At first, she hated it. She felt bored, anxious, lost. But after 1 week, something changed. She said, "I heard birds again. I saw the sky. I heard my own thoughts." She felt like she met herself again. That's not coincidence. That's healing. Nature is medicine your brain forgot. Silence is therapy your phone can't give. Find a quiet path, park, or garden. Leave your phone. Walk, breathe, observe. Do it daily, not for exercise, for survival. If you can't stand being alone with your thoughts, you're not free. Your brain is drowning in noise. Start walking back to yourself before it's too late. Habit 6. Read something that challenges your thinking. Most people only read what agrees with them. It feels safe, but safety kills growth. Your brain needs challenge, not comfort. If your brain never feels confused, it never grows stronger. Confusion is not failure, it is a workout for your mind. Read books that disagree with you. Read ideas that make you uncomfortable. That's how you build flexible, powerful thinking. Your mind is a muscle. Lifting only light things keeps it weak. Heavy ideas make it stronger, sharper, and alive. Try this today. Pick a book or article that challenges your opinion. Read 5 pages. Let it bother you. Then reflect. Think deeply. Ask, why does this feel wrong? That moment of struggle is your brain growing new pathways for understanding. Marcus, 36, hated rich people, thought money meant greed. One day, he read a book by a generous millionaire. It shocked him. That single book rewired his mind. He learned success and kindness can live together. His brain felt 10 years younger. So, don't read only to relax. Read to challenge. Because comfort feeds ignorance. Challenge builds intelligence and youth. Habit 7. Try to remember before checking. Your phone makes forgetting easy. You can search everything, anytime. But every quick check weakens your brain's memory system. Each time you skip remembering, you teach your brain laziness. You say, "Don't think, I'll check later." And memory fades. Real memory grows from effort. That 1-minute struggle to recall information strengthens your neural wiring like daily exercise strengthens muscle. Sarah, 25, forgot everything. Lessons, passwords, birthdays. Her teacher said, "Stop writing everything down. Let your brain do its job." She started waiting 60 seconds before checking anything. At first painful, then powerful. In a month, her recall improved dramatically. She remembered names, ideas, and details faster, not because she studied more, but because she forced her brain to work again. Try this simple rule. Before you check Google or your notes, close your eyes. Dig for the answer, even if it hurts. That small pause rewires your brain. Every time you recall something yourself, you create new brain connections. Skip that moment, and those connections die. Remembering is painful, but pain is proof your brain is alive and training. Habit 8. 8. Do something new you're bad at. Your ego will resist this. It wants success, not failure, but growth hides inside failure. Your brain grows fastest when you're terrible at something. Because learning demands mistakes, confusion, and repetition. Try a new skill: drawing, dancing, playing guitar, cooking, or public speaking. Expect to be bad. That's the point. Every awkward movement tells your brain, "We're learning." Every mistake builds a new mental connection. That's how plasticity works. Remember how kids learn? They fall, laugh, and try again. That's why their brains grow faster than adults stuck in pride. So, drop perfection, pick one thing you suck at, and start today. Keep failing forward until improvement feels natural. You'll notice something powerful. Your patience increases. Your creativity expands. Your fear of looking foolish disappears. That is mental youth, not smooth performance of but fearless curiosity. Practice discomfort. It keeps your brain flexible and young. Habit 9. Talk deeply, not small talk. Modern life is full of shallow words. Hi, how are you? Busy day? Nothing real, nothing memorable, nothing alive. Your brain needs emotional depth to stay sharp. Real conversations light up multiple brain regions: language, emotion, empathy, memory. When you speak only surface words, your brain shuts down. It forgets people quickly because nothing meaningful was stored. Try this instead. Ask real questions. What changed you this year? What scares you most? What do you regret? These questions make people pause, feel, think. That pause wakes your mind too. Depth builds connection, and connection builds memory. You'll walk away from one deep conversation feeling more alive than after 100 polite greetings, because truth stimulates neurons more than gossip ever will. Emotional honesty is the food your brain truly craves. So next time, skip the small talk. Look someone in the eye. Ask something real. Listen like their words matter. That's how you stay human in a robotic world and keep your brain emotionally intelligent. Habit 10. Change your daily routine often. Routine brings order, but repetition without variation kills creativity. Your brain decays in sameness. You wake up the same, eat the same, drive the same route, watch the same shows, and wonder why life feels dull. Your brain loves surprise. It releases dopamine when things change. Novelty equals growth. Repetition equals decay. Break your loop. Sit somewhere new for breakfast. Walk another street. Listen to music in another language. Wear a color you never wear. Move your furniture. Try coffee instead of tea. Every small switch is a spark. When you break patterns, your brain wakes up and says, "Pay attention." That awareness is the root of intelligence. People who change habits regularly think faster, feel happier, and adapt easily to new challenges. You don't need a new life. You need fresh experiences inside the life you already have. Same routine, same results, new actions, new mind. Keep surprising yourself daily, because surprise keeps your brain alive. Think of today's morning. Did it look like yesterday? If yes, add one difference tomorrow. Even a small one can restart your brain. You were not born to live on repeat. You were born to create. Creation needs change, not comfort. Habit 11. Teach what you just learned. You never truly understand something until you can explain it clearly to someone else. Teaching transforms information into lasting knowledge. Most people read, nod, and forget the next day because they never use what they learn. Learning without sharing is wasted energy. Your brain keeps what it teaches. When you explain an idea, you force your mind to organize, simplify, and repeat it clearly. That process burns it into memory, like carving words into stone. It becomes part of you, not just something you heard. Try this. After watching a lesson or reading an article, teach one sentence of it to someone, or even the mirror. Say it out loud. Don't wait to be perfect. Just speak. Each repetition strengthens the connection between understanding and memory. Think about it. We remember stories we tell, not stories we just listen to, because telling activates deeper brain pathways. So next time you learn a new English phrase, use it in a real sentence. Teach it to a friend. Your brain will say, "This matters." It will store it longer, deeper, and clearer. Teaching turns passive learning into permanent growth. If you never share knowledge, it fades. But if you pass it on, it becomes your power and helps someone else grow too. Habit 12. Play strategy games, not mindless ones. Your brain loves fun, but it also needs challenge. Fun without effort makes it weak. Challenge builds strength. Mindless games, endless tapping, scrolling, or matching flood you with fast pleasure, but zero mental workout. It's junk food for the brain. Strategy games are different. They demand planning, patience, and thinking. Chess, Sudoku, memory puzzles, they push your brain to lift heavy. At first, they hurt your head. You lose, you feel dumb, but that pain is growth. It means your brain is learning. Remember, dopamine from effort lasts longer than dopamine from shortcuts. Work brings joy that lasts. Easy pleasure disappears fast. Next time you're bored, skip the endless scroll. Try a thinking game instead. Play until it feels uncomfortable, then keep going. That discomfort is your mind sweating. After 10 minutes, you'll feel mentally tired. Not because you're weak, but because you're training. You don't need hours. Just 15 minutes a day of real thinking can reawaken focus and mental endurance. Think of it like the gym. Fast games are sugar. Strategy games are vegetables. Not sweet, but healthy. Your brain knows the difference. The more you think, the younger your mind becomes. Mental exercise is youth. Laziness is decay. Train your mind like your body. Habit 13. Practice intermittent fasting for mental clarity. This one sounds hard, but it's ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Your brain works best when your body isn't always full. When you constantly eat, your body spends energy digesting, not thinking. That's why people feel sleepy or foggy after heavy meals. Try fasting 12 to 14 hours. For example, finish dinner at 8 p.m. and eat again at 10 a.m. Only drink water during that time. At first, you'll feel hunger. Then, suddenly, you'll feel clear, like your thoughts became sharper, your focus cleaner, your energy lighter. That clarity is your brain entering hunter mode. It's an ancient survival state that activates deep alertness and releases BDNF, a growth protein. Your body becomes still, but your mind becomes electric. You notice details, remember better, and feel mentally stronger. You don't need to do it daily. Start twice a week. Listen to your body, but trust the process. The clarity will come. Think of it like pressing reset on your system. Fasting clears the fog, refocuses attention, and rebuilds self-control. Because when you can say no to food, you teach your brain discipline. And discipline is freedom. Most people feed their hunger the second it appears. You, instead, will train your mind to stay calm inside discomfort. That control spills into every part of life: work, study, language learning, relationships. You stop reacting. You start choosing. So tomorrow morning, delay breakfast, drink water, breathe deeply, feel the hunger, then feel the power behind it. Hunger is not weakness. It's a reminder that your brain is alive and working. Let it work freely again. Habit 14. Use brainwriting instead of brainstorming. When people brainstorm, they talk fast, show off, and repeat easy ideas. It feels productive, but it's usually shallow thinking. Fast talking uses speed, not depth. True creativity begins in silence, when your brain digs deeper than words. Brainwriting means writing ideas quietly before speaking. No noise, no pressure, just you, your thoughts, and a blank page. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Write 10 ideas about one problem. Don't stop. Don't edit. Just keep writing. The first few thoughts will be obvious. Then you'll hit a wall. That's when growth begins. Push through it. In those quiet minutes, your brain starts exploring hidden layers you never reach in group noise. That's where real innovation lives. Under pressure, inside silence. You meet the parts of your brain that still dare to think. Try it today. Ask yourself, what wastes my time? Or, how can I learn faster? Then write non-stop for 7 minutes. When it feels hard, stay. Because that difficulty is mental weightlifting. The last idea will surprise you, maybe even change you. Silence is not empty. It's full of answers waiting for your attention. Habit 15. Take cold showers to shock mental alertness. This one is brutal, but the stronger your discomfort, the faster your brain wakes up. Comfort is the enemy of clarity. Warm water feels safe. Cold water feels alive. It forces every nerve to scream, "Wake up!" And your brain obeys instantly. When icy water hits your skin, your breathing shortens, your mind focuses, and your survival mode activates. That's pure alertness. No coffee needed, no motivation video, just you versus the cold. Training mental control from the first second of your day. Tomorrow, finish your normal shower with 30 seconds of cold water. Stay still. Breathe slowly. Tell your brain, we do hard things. At first, you'll hate it. Then you'll love how alive you feel afterward. You'll realize fear disappears when you face it directly. That moment of victory rewires your mind. You stop running from challenge. You start running toward it. Because if you can stand in cold water, you can stand in pressure, stress, or fear. It's the same muscle. Control your body's panic, and you control your life. That's why the world's sharpest minds use cold therapy daily. Habits teen. Memorize one short poem or song every week. Your memory isn't dying from age. It's dying from laziness. You stopped using it because your phone remembers everything. But memorizing is mental training. It forces focus, repetition, and structure, the exact skills that keep your brain young. Choose a small piece, a poem, a quote, or song lyrics that move you. Repeat it aloud every morning until you know it. Write it by hand. Test yourself. Feel the rhythm. Feel the struggle. That's your neurons growing stronger through effort. Think of that song from years ago you still remember perfectly. You didn't study it. You lived it repeatedly. Now use that same power on purpose. Feed your brain words that inspire, teach, or calm you. Keep them inside forever. People who memorize regularly have better focus, slower aging, and more emotional control. Science agrees. So each week, pick one line that lifts your spirit. Repeat it until it becomes part of who you are. Because if you never memorize, your mind becomes an empty library, shelves full of nothing, silence instead of wisdom. Don't let that happen. Fill your inner shelves again. Final message: protect your brain. These 16 habits aren't random tips. They are weapons, tools to rebuild your brain before the world's noise destroys it. Every one of them is uncomfortable. That's why they work. Growth always lives just beyond comfort, never inside it. Your brain isn't your friend, it's your student. If you stop teaching it, it stops learning. Then life becomes smaller, duller, slower. But you can reverse it today. Choose one habit right now and do it, not tomorrow. Now, brush with your other hand. Take a cold shower. Walk without your phone. Read something hard. Teach one new phrase. Anything. Each action tells your brain, we're still alive. Each challenge builds a stronger version of you. Focused, clear, unstoppable. Don't wait for motivation. Discipline creates motivation. Start with one small win, then another, and watch your mind ignite again. Because if you don't protect your brain, nobody will. The world will keep feeding you distractions until you forget yourself completely. But not you. You've heard the truth. You know what to do. You are ready to fight for your mind. So go and train, go and practice. Build the strongest brain of your life. Sharp, young, fearless, and free. If this message hit you, don't just scroll away. Comment which habit you'll start today. Share it to help another mind wake up. And if you want more lessons that grow both your brain and your English, subscribe now. Stay learning. Stay alive. Because this isn't entertainment. This is evolution. Let's build stronger minds together.